What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're over here on Austin's channel, Drag Wire Solutions. If y'all haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe now, hit the like. Don't cost you a thing, it's free. We really appreciate it. It helps the algorithm. Let me show you what we found on the race car, why we had low oil pressure. You ain't gonna believe it. Some of you might have guessed. Go in the comments right now. Guess what the problem was, and then we'll show you what it was. All right, guys, so like we said in the last video, if y'all saw the startup video we did the other day, we said we had oil pressure issues. We had 40 pounds of oil pressure. And so if you remember, the way we had to wire this thing up, we got the oil feed back here at the back. That is oil pressure port. That's also the feed. There wasn't really much room. So this is the line. So we've got our sensor here. This is a Scarlet Solution sensor. And we had it on this side of the filter. So we were thinking maybe the filter was the issue, but that's actually not what the issue is. Let me show you what the issue is. It's something very, very simple. If you hadn't guessed by now, let me show you. Let me show you. So you can see this is a 200 PSI sensor. So, okay, cool, 200 PSI sensor, no problem. That's perfect, right? Right? Yes and no. Hold on, let me show you. That is the heaviest transmission harness I've ever felt in my life.
It's at least 5 or 6 pounds.
Dude, oh God. There's like nothing there. It is nothing. He is finishing up the wiring on this, and we did a video yesterday on it, and that was really good, a good overview. Yep. And now I just showed you a minute ago, the dash is actually working. Let me show you all that over there. Let me show you how this stuff looks wired up and actually lit up probably more.
It always looks better once you light it up.
Yeah, it's crazy. So we got our little teeny dash here. What is that? 3.5?
Yeah, maybe.
If
you round up.
It was a sniper dash, and everybody talks crap. Man, I like my little dash. And I mean, the only thing I look at it anyway, I look at it when we got oil pressure and fuel pressure.
If you have time to look at the dash, your car's probably too slow.
You got a little slow car. That's right. That's exactly right. And that's what I was telling Austin too last night. I was like, I mean, I look at it when I'm doing a burnout and stuff, but if y'all been following the channel a long time, y'all remember I used to not have...
That was terrifying.
How did that work? And if y'all remember back in the day, I used to not have any gauges at all, and it just kind of worked out. But this is the speed wire stuff up here. Check this out. Look at this. Man, that stuff looks so cool. Austin, turn on the little light, the little dome light.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Boom.
Boom. Look at there. And then,
and they're bright too.
Yeah, I mean, dude, that is freaking amazing. It's killer. Look, I'm going to be on another kick on words today. Amazing. It's amazing. Yeah. So he's finishing up the final touches now. He's just putting the transmission harness in for the transmission for the shifter, and he's got it all in one. So all the sensors and all that stuff. He's got to finish up the tail harness. I made a video. I'm going to show y'all on that one. But let me show you what we found was our low oil pressure issue. That's why you're here. Austin, though, I got a question.
Yep.
Who is getting Employee of the Month this year for Drag Wire Solutions?
It's probably got to be you.
That's not the answer.
I think you've been here more than I have.
Austin is Employee of the Month this year. He is the only employee. He made that post the other week on Facebook, and I about died. He's like, I think I get Employee of the Month this year.
I never even got my plaque or anything.
No plaque or nothing. No respect. No respect.
None.
All right, guys. So real quick, I'm gonna show you what we found. And so you see that we're in the Holly. Go over here to the sensors, oil pressure, and then would you look at that? What do you think that is? So this is the sensor that I had in there when it was the small block, and we have forgot that we put a 200 PSI sensor in it. So when you say, okay, well, you got a 200 PSI sensor, look at voltage. So basically 0 to 100, and then that's the voltage scale down here on the bottom. And then so if it's this, we were at 30 to 40 pounds, so you can look at the voltage. When it was hot, it was like 30, so 33, you go down, so it's 1.83 volts. So then you go over here, let's rescale it like it's supposed to be. So you put 200 in here, and then that goes up, and then you left click, highlight, and then right click, and then fill row values. So watch it change. So watch this 33 right here. Watch what it jumps to. Are you watching? 67. So when we first cranked it, it had 80 pounds oil pressure. And when it got hot, we actually had 67 pounds oil pressure. So it's the matter of putting the right sensor calibrations in. We changed all the sensors, and that's just something we hadn't done yet. We hadn't got to it. And so that's why it was like that. So we put a 200-pound sensor in here, and that's the reason. And I did go ahead and move this to the front, so we might gain a pound or two, maybe 5 pre-filter versus post-filter. But I don't know. That's going to be interesting. So it's getting together, guys. We're fixing to crank this thing up again, hopefully in just a few minutes, and get us a spool test in. And then we're going to be heading to the track with it this weekend. I don't know if we're going to be racing this weekend, but we are going to be going to the track. So y'all come see us. Let me show you something that just happened as well. And so it's always the wiring guy's fault. It's always the wiring. Austin, is it the wiring guy's fault?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Always the wiring guy's fault. So if y'all saw that a minute ago when we were talking about this, he plugged in the transmission harness, and it tried to kind of fire over there. And so this is the cool kill switch here. So pull it out, everything comes on. And so the way he wires it, which is a safer way to wire it. So basically this switch panel, it goes, also am I right saying that basically ground is what, you use grounds to turn things on and off?
Yep.
Why do you use grounds to turn things on and off?
I think it's safer. I mean, it's safer than having 12 volts ran all over the car to short out on the chassis somewhere. So,
and that's exactly what we just experienced.
if that would have been power, that would have been a problem.
We would have smoke tested something. We would have released the smoke.
We would have found the weak link.
So what he did when he tried to plug this up, I'm gonna do it real fast. Okay, let's see. So this is the neutral safety. We're in park here, and when he plugged it up, kind of scared. Okay, look, everything was fine. Everything's good. But watch this. Listen. So there is the neutral safety switch, the wires that are in this shifter. There is a loose connection, or either there is something that's happening there, a bare wire, and so now we got a problem. So I got to take this shifter apart real fast and find out why the neutral safety is shortened to a ground. If that was power, that's like he said, and that's the way I had it run on the Saturn. I just had it run power coming through, because that's the way I've always done it. I had never really thought about it going the opposite way, but that makes much more sense. So we're gonna pull that apart and see what that is. It's probably gonna be something pretty easy, probably just a bare wire from where this has been moved around so much. I mean, that's an old shifter. Luckily, my buddy Randy gave me that shifter. I kind of like it, so it works out. All right, guys, real quick. So we got this cover off, and would you look at there? Austin, it's not the wiring guy's fault. Actually, you know, I guess it is the wiring guy's fault, technically. Yeah. It is not Austin's fault. It is whoever wired this B&M shifter. That hole right there is too small, and you can see what happened, right? So the wires are completely shaved. There's no rubber grommet or anything there. So we're fixing to have to unpin this real fast out of this connector, and then we'll pull that out, make the hole bigger, and probably put that grommet on it through there so that it doesn't ground out again. Just a couple more things to do. We've got all this stuff, Scarlett Solutions. He's got all this stuff wired. Most of it's tidied up. He's been living on the edge all day, drilling and tapping for P-clamps to get the wiring all secured. What these are up here, we got, this is something that we might use in the future that he went ahead and wired for me right now. I'll let y'all know what that is later if it works. And then we got headlights, and then we have headlights, and then we got water pump and fan, because our water pump and radiator is going to be up here somewhere, probably like right here most likely is where we're going to end up doing that. So Austin has done a jam up job. If you need anything wired, Dragwire Solutions is who you want to hit up. Give him a call, shoot him a message, and he'll take care of you, get you on schedule to get your stuff done. And you see he's got most of this stuff all cleaned up now. Much nicer. We got our laser ride height sensor down there in the bottom. All that stuff is wired up. That's the Mad Racing sensor. Looking good. All right, guys. Appreciate it. Comment, like, and subscribe. Share this with your friends. Give them a call if you need anything wired up. Anything. Appreciate it, guys.